Four men, one mission, one goal, to seek answers from the paranormal world, exploring haunted locations. For centuries that quest has continued, but answers still remain. Do ghosts exist amongst the living? We seek the truth and believe paranormal worlds exist and remain and reach out in many forms. Ghosts, demons, poltergeists, dark energies. We seek only the truth for what we believe is the truth. Paranormal worlds exist and reach out in many forms. Follow our quest, our journey through haunted England into the dark side to seek the truth.
St. Mary's Guildhall, Lincoln, constructed in 1157 and upon ancient burial ground. The site was once a Roman road known as Foyer. Tonight we enter this Grade 1 historical medieval site to investigate recent activity and believe it to be on virgin ground. To our knowledge, this is the first time it's been investigated by a paranormal team. Our aim is to validate those claims or to ascertain if this location is presenting paranormal activity. So as the night falls, the moon rises and the air becomes still, we once more enter this maze of paranormal insanity. Hoping to reach out to any entities waiting to communicate, we lay there as we wonder what awaits us in the darkness. Tick tock, tick tock, St. Mary's clock.
To introduce ourselves tonight, because we have no idea what's here. This place goes back, like I say upstairs, it goes back 800-900 years, probably more. Ancient burial grounds, talking about a long time back. So we have no idea what's going on here. We'd like to introduce ourselves to anyone who's here who's watching us, wants to communicate with us, who's passed over. My name's Tony.
My name's Gary.
My name's Barry.
Obviously, we're here, we just want to communicate with you, and there's lots of things here. I mean, you won't know how these things work, but there's something here, look. If you want to speak to us, put your hand there, or your leg, or a wall. So that makes a noise. That'll help you. That'll help you communicate with us. So this thing in my hand here, this is a recorder. We can hear your voice. So if you want to talk to us, you need to come directly in front of whoever's asking the question, and we should be able to get some sort of voice back from you and see what's what. So I'm going to ask out now. Right, Lincoln, Guildhall, anybody who's here over the hundreds of years, there must be people here now watching us. Now I feel like there's someone watching us. Now, would you like to come and speak to me now? I'm going to put my hand out for you. If you'd like to come and speak to me now, come on. It'd be nice to hear what you have to say after all these years of history of this fantastic building. Why are you still here?
Oof, straight away.
Right, come on. Anybody else here like to speak with us? I know it's difficult. This could be going back into times where English was spoken differently. Now, if you need to speak your original language, we'll accept that, and that's for us to listen to later. So, I'll put my hand out again. Who's here? Good sound. Just trying to say it. get out of here, but we're at that one often, you just...
You need to say something a bit different to us.
Well, maybe
Because-
that's just something...
Well, no,
simple.
you might be, because you don't want us in your space or anything. But is there a reverend here? Can you tell me, is it Canon, or is it Cook? Canon or Cook? Can you say one of those names for me, please?
Right, so this Reverend, are you here? What's his name? Reverend Cook?
It was
Canon.
Canon.
We've seen the Canon.
Reverend Canon, are you here? Or the other, I don't know, it was Reverend Canon, Block and Cook. Can you come forward to us? Just say Cook or Canon. Make yourself known to us, please.
Clear sentence. Logan was there.
Right, so this Canon chap, picture on the wall over there. Are you the man who's coming to speak to us now? You know, 900 years of history. It's a massive, massive, massive task for us to even try to ask for an individual person. So obviously this is modern now, this is pictures, this is beams. It's just not like this, is it? Are we seeing something back in time? I can see through all this.
It's pretty clear that.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound, it sounds weird, doesn't it?
Yes, it sounds human. Like it's close by now, proximity is quite clear, isn't it?
Must immediately be engaged with an entity, and it isn't too long before we feel the presence of several more speaking out. We also notice the temperature is beginning to drop and there's iciness all around us. We sense both male and females are amongst us, and also is the Dean of Lincolnshire here communicating.
Word means you might know it or not, but I need to just ask a question and see if something here understands what I'm saying and confirms it knows what I'm saying. Are you familiar with the Latin word el nocte? All I would like is a yes or a no. Responses, no. I don't know what that response is, but his response is, I'll ask again, can you come through even louder? Use our energies around here, anything you can. What we're looking for is a clear yes. Do you understand the word in Latin, el nocte? Come on.
sound like El Norte.
I'll ask one more question now. Now we'll reverse the roles. If you think you understood what I was saying in Latin, can you tell us what I said? Right? It's 2 words. Yeah. Can you tell me what El Noxe translates from Latin into English? I'd be really, really impressed if you can do that. Go on, try.
Captured on review, please observe this strange, intelligent light anomaly. It seems to appear and float past you, then dissipate into thin air.
People of the Guildhall, the people who stay here, the people who've run this place, the people who've been head figures of this place, you know, there's owners, there's people who have taken charge of this place, you know, run it, been responsible for the Guildhall over the years, you know, did you keep it looking good, did you keep the place in a good way, you know, because obviously 900 years later it's still standing, you know, people have renovated it, but what did you do? What did you do in this place to keep this place how you used to love it? Go on, the people here, you have actually died, and that sounds bad, you've died, we are here now, 2016 the year is, come on, I know normally that really gets you going, so if you're not realising that you've gone, come and speak to us, tell us something.
Turn the light back on. We can do that. I like him though, he's brilliant. That's a brilliant, I like that.
Soldier.
Well, he's like a policeman or whatever.
105 years ago. And he would stick that fucker in you.
Yeah.
Right, anyone who's, you know, from well back or recent times, you want to communicate with us, if you've passed over, if you've died, if you've got some messages, or you just want us out of here or whatever, and you want to tell us something about the Guildhall, come and speak with us please. See us what Gary's got in his hand. You can talk to us.
Come to this device and allow you to communicate with us. Give us some clear sign that you're here. We got any spirits present with us now in this vicinity? Come on.
Come forward to it. Just say anything. You say how many of us are here.
When did you stand in the Guildhall? When did you come to work here? What year?
Do you age when you pass on, or do you go to a time when you felt the best, like when you were younger? You feel like the best time of your life when you were here on this planet.
Come on, while you're here, I know you can try a little bit harder than that.
You show me, Gary, Barry, Tony and Ed, you do exist. We want to see some proof. Come forward to us now, please.
Come on, we know you're watching us. Come say hello to us. We're not come to hurt you.
When we die, $64 million question this, when we die, is there an afterlife?
We'll move over to this call.
observe, we captured and review an intelligent anomaly. It seems to move swiftly.
Norman, right. So, Alan. Is Alan here? Or maybe Alexandra, Alan. I'm no psychic, but I get names come to me and a lot of the time it's right. Alan. Is there an Alan here?
Well, try to communicate. We know you're here. We can feel you all around us. Come to us, this device, use your energy. Give us some clear response to our question. Right. We now found you in the frequency, right? Have we got anybody here with us?
Cool, we're linking Guildhall now. Who's the name of the owner of this place when we're standing here? What time are we in?
When I said that word before, asking in Latin what armoury meant, and you could tell us through this device what that translates into English. I'd be well impressed if you could do that. What does armoury mean?
Now, if anybody who used to live in this place, work in this place, come on, what's your name?
Is the canon with us? Yeah, the canon. The Dean of Lincolnshire. Are you here? Do you walk these rounds as if you're actually alive when in fact you're deceased? You still go about your daily business as if you're alive. Come this way, come on. An old building this. I believe it's built on ancient ground, burial ground.
If there's any, do you feel coldness where you are, or warm? Do you have any feelings in the afterlife? The ether at all? Do you feel cold or heat? Say yes or no.
I'll say something controversial to you now. I know we're not supposed to say as paranormal investigators because some spirits don't like it, but I need to know. Are you aware that you are dead?
Do you know the year's 2016? That normally rocks a lot of boats. What year are you living in?
Oh, brilliant. Who's that speaking to us? Nice and clear, that.
We are becoming aware that the activity is indeed increasing. We are receiving both intelligent and residual responses. Some appear to be stone tape, whilst others seem to answer our questions, and at times proffering communication quite willingly.
Are you aware it's 2016?
Shall we go upstairs soon? Should we go to the upstairs room? Is there something up there on the stairs? What's on the stairs?
Come on. Try to speak a bit louder.
What did this room used to be used for, where we're standing right now?
You got responsibility there, sound female.
That did sound female.
Can you repeat that?
What was this room used for? I'm just here something. Sounds like a voice between us.
Come on then.
Good. Come on. Speak to us. We want you to come speak to us. How many spirits now we've got your attention? How many is there?
It's getting cold, isn't it?
That's
Put it on the floor for you, look.
Down there.
Walk through it, look, walk through it. Light the lights up for us. So what's your name? What's your name? Lady Guildhall. Guild.
Come on, come in the middle of our circle. Come talk to us.
Are you aware it's 2016? And if so, does that shock you?
Is there anybody buried under the ground what we're standing on? Come forward if you are. Can you tell us?
Is this a Roman road under this place? You Roman soldiers, you might understand us, but through the spirit you might have a language barrier. Everyone might not be able to understand everything. We have no idea what happens when you die.
It might be outside, I heard it, but like a moan.
You see a shadow or white?
It was like a moon. Come on! I'm tapping on this ground. If there's anybody underneath it, come on.
Right. Are you aware that you are passed on, you are dead? I don't mean to be offensive, that. We believe some spirits do not realise they're dead.
Come on, we've not got much time down this bottom bit here. What was this place used for? Was it storage? I mean, we read about in the pamphlet that the king's wine was left down here and it was sold. Is this a place where the king had his storage? Obviously that door wouldn't have been there hundreds of years ago, would it? This would have just been a room with lots of nice bricks, sorry, stonework all the way around. Go on, was it a place of wine storage?
Good sentence there. Not sure what you're saying, but a good sentence there.
Come on, is anyone beyond this door? You tap back. Come on, thump it back.
Come on.
Knock the door back.
What did I heard that?
Where was that coming from?
It was way beyond the door.
Who's beyond the door? Knock back. Right, we're in the downstairs room, right, looks fairly modern, but obviously, you know, this is going a long way back. So we have nothing to go on, we have no medium tonight with us like we normally have, who gives us information of what's happened and everything, but Gary's came in with a bit of Latin to ask a few questions, and hopefully we've got some sort of response back, but we think we've had a few EVPs, there's a few of the spirit box voices sort of coming through. Same thing, you know, we don't know what's happening now, but I'm sure there'll be some good stuff that's captured. So we're going to go back upstairs now. We're going to go up to this main hall, probably a bit up the stairs. We're going to see what happens and see how we go.
After conducting an EVP session in the foyer, we now make our way upstairs and into the main hall and down to the lower hall to investigate further this ancient location. So far, we feel we have had relative success in engaging several entities with some compelling responses. In particular, a disembodied sound of banging, followed by a female response. This was clearly intelligent and also playful. We will continue to ask out further questions using an EVP recorder and PSP-11 and of course the cam mics, hoping to reveal some insight into paranormal activity that resides in this ancient historical building. And we hope it will give us some more of its dark, sinister secrets.
Spirit from these stairs with us, come to the smoke, please. So we can see you. Show your face in the smoke. So do EVP.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you now, while Barry's sending the smoke up there, have you got the ability to manipulate the smoke to show us your presence?
Can you see anything? Can you capture it? Yeah.
There's one there.
If you play it into the camera up there as well.
There's one here.
Take the background to the light. No problem.
Just shush a minute. Right. We've got a response there, I believe. Can you manipulate that smoke that shows your presence? We believe you can. We've seen it on a few occasions. Come and tell us if you can. And if you can, make yourself appear, please.
Just trying to get down a bit lower.
Move it down a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Give it a bit of light here. We're going to go further down now to try it. We believe we've got a couple of responses there.
Where are you coming down first?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I need a better angle to move down.
We think we got some responses from you there, so Barry's gone further down. You're going to try again to ask you to manipulate the smoke that shows your presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could make it ideal because then,
It's darker back.
yeah, and also,
It is pretty light. I think it's easier to head. I think it's easier to head. I think it's easier to head. I think it's easier to head down than back up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because there's not enough room to mine.
it's another very steep stairways.
Why don't we need insurance?
Before we head to the lower hall, we decided to conduct an EVP and smoke session on the stairs, encouraging the entity to manifest within the smoke. A new experimenting technique, and on review we capture a sickening female disembodied voice on camera. The reply is clear and is one of the worst ever captured by the team.
We've just done a session in the foyer, which is the opposite side of this building. It appeared pretty flat to us. We got a couple of responses on the EVP recorders and some responses on the PSP11, but it still seemed a bit flat. So now we've moved the operation down here to the lower hall. We're going to go to the upper hall after. We thought I'd come down here because it looks really interesting. It feels very atmospheric down here. Again, we're just going to use simple kit. We're going to use the PSP11 and EVP recorders. And obviously the mic cams will pick any disembodied sounds up that we either hear or we don't hear. So we'll see where we go from here. It's been an hard slog, but you know, this is what paranormal investigation is about. It's about grafting and trying to get the spirits to communicate, because it's not always easy as some people think. So we'll give it a good whirl.
No.
Right, we're in the lower hall. This place, we've picked this place because we felt a bit of atmosphere there before. It seems to be a very old part of this building. What we need to know is there any spirits here in this room, particularly on this ancient burial ground, who want to come and talk to us and communicate. We want to hear from you. Use our energies and answer any questions that we can. We'd appreciate that. Right, is there any spirits with us in this room at the moment?
What did you use this room for? What happened down here?
Is there any spirits here or not?
Is this a nice place for you? Is this somewhere where you suffered? You had a good time in here? Do you have a name?
Come on. Don't be afraid. Come and communicate with us. Come on. Use our energies as close as possible.
Well, this place goes back nearly 900 years. 900 years. What do you have to tell us? Who's here?
Are you aware that we've died and passed on? Come on now. We know you've got the energy to make this very clear.
I just had the name Annabelle come through me. Annabelle, is that you? Come on and walk up to a nice doorway here. Who built this doorway? Lovely doorway. Who built this?
The atmosphere is changing. The lower hall is proving to be steadily active. Several responses come through on the PSP11, and another shocking response of a sinister nature can be heard, and it's quite unnerving.
We are shocked.
Well, it's a bit different because I'm wearing different clothes to me what you did, but that's not something to be afraid of, based on hundreds of years in the future, from when you perished and died. But we're still the same as you. Don't be afraid, come and speak to us, come and communicate with us. Right, let's try something else. We'll ask out a few questions without any devices on. And we're hoping you can give us some responses. I'll ask you one more time. Are there any spirits in this room that wish to communicate with us?
Might have gone on here. We don't know. I mean, it's 800 years old, so yeah, things could have happened, but
How do we know that it's that far back here that they can't understand us?
well, exactly. This is what we've always said. We're not talking the old worldly wars, but
Or was it Roman times we're stumbling on? And
Okay,
maybe we'll just get some random communications. That
just any communication, just talk to us. We mean you no harm.
But what gets me is if there is a spirit world when you die, I don't think communication would be a problem. If it's a place where everybody goes, everyone will speak different languages.
same here.
You know, so I reckon they would know what we're talking about, but maybe the responses we're going to get back in the place like this is not what they're used to.
Well, where we are here is okay. Yeah, it's obviously
Can you see some, Ed?
No.
a communal building,
Just
but
picking what that flashing was, but it's light over there.
There's a sentence there.
Maybe if we move near this fire stone around here. or something. Right, come on now, we're near the stone of your building. Right, we're touching it. It's like an amplification of, voice, maybe.
So,
I feel a little cold in this area, it doesn't feel quite right. Whether someone got walled up in it.
if there was a female that responds to us now, tell us your name. What is your name? I'd really love to know what your name is.
I just got body chills.
Can I ask a question? I know it might sound wrong, but I don't need to be offended by this, but was anybody incarcerated in this wall at any time, or held prisoner? Because we seem to have a female response from this area twice.
I'm freezing cold all from the body now because it's really warm there. I'm freezing cold.
What's the difference in it when you've got a warm temperature and you get iced up with no reason?
Well, come on, what's your name then? Gary's just asked you a question as well, but do you have a name? If it's a female here, I think we're picking up on a female.
Come and tell us, come on.
And what's your name? The lady?
That's better. Come on, speak to us. Try and stop us. Something you need to tell us. Tell us now.
Go on then. The lady who's in here, Well, anybody who's here, obviously we heard the lady's communication with us, but we'd like to speak to anybody, please, if that's possible. Looking out of this window, obviously years and years, hundreds of years ago, I wouldn't see what I'm seeing now, out this little window. Was this a place where you used to protect your building? Come on, fantastic part this is. We'll speak with me, please. Cool, okay.
That's a good one.
Well, let's sit back in the window then. If this is upsetting you, I don't mean it to, but it's very comfortable. It's lovely, lovely to sit here. I could just imagine looking out that window hundreds of years ago and seeing fields. Fields, fields and fields.
You don't need to be frightened of us. We just want a conversation.
Come on. We'll be your friends, right? Just tell us your name. It's a nice, simple question. What is your name? Come on, last question. Do you want us to go up to the who's upstairs? Is anybody waiting for us upstairs? I know Barry's up there, but we mean someone who's died. Somebody who stays here, like yourself. Because we feel like we've got an element of communication going on down here with you. Who are we going to find upstairs? Give us a name. Come on.
During an EVP session in the lower hall, both Tony, Gary and Ed, our cameraman, can hear a dark, horrible, disembodied voice, and it's very sinister. It seems to emanate from the back of the room, and it shocked us hearing this in the darkness.
That didn't sound right.
There was something in the back of that sound.
That sounded bloody awful. I'm hoping. No, that didn't sound good, did it?
It was in here. It sounded like a conversation.
That was horrific.
Was it over here?
I heard it. It sounded so horrible.
That's what we want. Come on.
Yeah, let's play it back. See if we catch it. Hang on. Well, I know that sounded absolutely
It sounded within the building, it sounded past you, it sounded like it was in another room, it was audio, and it was some conversation and noise.
It continued, didn't it?
Yeah,
It's like we're waiting for it to stop.
Yeah, it just carried on.
Right, we just finished down in the lower hall here, and we had an amazing EVP down in the fireplace here, which was good. Now, we had a strange feeling about that. But when we was asking out, and it was pretty much between an EVP session, there was the most horrendous voice came from behind Ed, where he was filming. Now, we can't say what it is now, but we can't wait to listen to it on review, because I'm sure it's going to be amazing. But it was just, one of those situations where we've got to see later. The activity really has ramped up down here. It starts off like, oh, nothing's happening in here and this is it, and then we've just captured a couple more near the big door there that goes onto the really old part of the building that's out of bounds. So we're going to go upstairs now. We're really impressed with that session because it was getting a bit worrying here that we was, coming up to a brick wall basically, which is unusual for us. So hopefully now things have moved up on a level. We're going to go upstairs and see if we can continue and get this activity.
As we conclude our investigation of the lower hall, we head back upstairs to the upper main hall for the last part of tonight's investigation. What more will we discover, and what more will we learn from inside this historical location? Is it ready to give us some more of its secrets? Will the entities continue to communicate with us? These are questions we need answers to, so for one last time, we engage them in the darkness, hoping for answers.
We're up in the top hall now. We've been down in the bottom, the lower hall. Gary and Tony, they picked up on a strange voice down there. We're going to review that later on in the footage, but we're going to see what we get here and just see how it goes along. Did you just come back in visitation? Or did you hang around here? I think you just come back in visitation. No, come on then.
Didn't this place get radically reformed? Is this like a fake floor? This floor might never have been there.
Well, you know, you think this might be. There was never a floor here.
Right. They said it was.
It's just like
it 2 parts taken off it, Barry.
I think that's what I said, yeah, 2 parts.
Which is shocking.
So this really, when we was down there, it's a bit like the Guildhall in Leicester. You look up because that was the same, wasn't it? It was just like, douche. So.
But with 800 years worth of history here, people,
And in spirit form.
it's like my friend, he's got a haunting in his house, right? And it's upstairs. Now, why would a ghost be upstairs in a house that wasn't even there 20 years ago? So, supposedly floors doesn't make any bloody difference, because if that was the case, there wouldn't be upstairs in the house, there'd be downstairs, wouldn't there?
Floors and ceilings don't exist as if it's apparently.
We'll keep going on the. I just get this feeling, that this was just gone. This was empty.
Well, so did you know something?
There's a cannon here. Does these roam these halls? You're trying, aren't you? Go on.
You spend time in this hall, sit looking at it. It's a lovely stonework, look, beautiful. You like the roof in this place? A nice red roof. Well, give us your name. I've got a feeling you're going to tell us your name if I ask.
Right. Let's keep very quiet and ask out and just rely on the camera mic picking up any responses. Or we may get some disembodied ones that we hear as well.
We'll put my hand out as well and I'll press this button to listen to you. Go on, simply walk in front of us. If you have a message, and speak to us now, please. Right, come on, did you speak to us then? Again, let's have it simple now, because we're going soon. Name please, we just need a name, we need to know who we're speaking to. It's a female voice.
So let me down there. We'll have it in the dark. Come on.
Come on then. Just gonna fall down.
Don't be alright. Right, we're going all dark now. It's creepy down here. Far away.
Well then, we've had the female and the male down here now. Best two EVPs we've had all night, and it's live. No bullshit. Come on. Who's standing on these stairs next to Virgie? The other day, I've heard you twice now. Who's here, please?
It's an introduction, that. It's not like it's on.
Well, we'll ask you once last time, we've got to go then. Lincoln Guildhall, you've been brilliant. But you're a strange place. A strange place.
Who was on these stairs yesterday when somebody came for a virtual visit and did some kind of weird EVP? Come on, tell us who you are.
As our investigation comes to a close, we feel we have successfully made communication and contact with several entities. There appears to be something very sad and tragic that took place here. Suffering, pain, and many dark secrets revealed. Were the entities reaching out trying to tell us of a crime that went unpunished? The energy and atmosphere was overwhelming. We feel there is more here than that needs to be investigated, as the nature of the sad events that took place must have some possible closure. What more lays uncovered within these ancient walls? Tonight we hope we have gave an insight into the paranormal activity that we have found in this investigation. On virgin ground, what appeared passive turned out to be active. Tick tock.